This is a book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 15. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 15. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodesh. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting onto the elect. All right, and I'm just gonna just do basically a car chronicle here. All right, this is it stems from a video. Hey, call Lord Yabash Yashai. I got a car in front of me. It says 144. All right, but basically I saw this video. It was basically like a documentary earlier this morning. And it was going into basically the corruption, all right, of this country, all right, which is known as Babylon the Great. Okay, that's why you had the president, so-called president, which is just a president of this corporation known as America. Okay, America is a corporation, all right, but basically the president of this corporation was saying that let's make America great again. Okay, great in what? Great in folly, all right, great in what? Confusion. Okay, because remember, for America to be great, it has to be great at its peak of wickedness. All right, that's how America became great in the first place. Okay, America was great in the first place based on wickedness. All right, scriptures tell you what riches got by deceit. Okay, and that's how America became rich, became great, based on deceit, based on corruption. All right, based on lies. Okay, based on fraud. Okay, and today I'm going to focus on the student loans, all right, fraudulent system, man. Insurance, that's another fraudulent system. Okay, that's another fraudulent agency, all right, that Esau uses to control the masses. You start to wonder why, all right, here in America you have people paying for so much in healthcare, but yet they're so sick. All right, in the year 2023, you gotta make a decision between paying your rent, paying for food, or paying for health insurance, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw this, and it's funny because, in the age of technology now, a lot of people are popping up, just like the prophecy says. All right, the children are crying because of an ungodly father. All right, roughly paraphrasing, but basically, you got people doing videos, TikTok videos, and so on and so forth. All right, complaining about the state in which America is in. And this is all the fall of Babylon the Great. Okay? Babylon is fallen, Okay? America is fallen. All right? It doesn't mean, we haven't seen America's destruction yet, so it hasn't really fallen. No. The morale of this country is at an all-time low. Okay? Confusion is at an all-time high. Morality is at an all-time low. The fear of the Most High is at an all-time low. All right, when I say fear of the Most High, I'm talking about righteous, all right, righteous fear. Not no, fear taught by men bullshit. Oh, we're going to burn in hell. No, I'm talking about the truth. Okay, that's why Yahushai said that what? When he comes back, shall he find faith on earth? Right, because nobody has faith anymore. The average person you see in America does not believe in the Most High. They don't believe in God. Okay, there is no good in their mindset. There is no biblical understanding, all right, true biblical understanding that we have. They don't have that. They don't think that all these things happening is actually happening because of prophecy. Okay, that is all written in the scriptures. You got people who I've met people who literally say, "Oh, that book was written by." Yeah, we've all gone through that. We even use it as examples. Oh, that book was written by a so-called white man. I don't believe anything it says. That's a fool right there. You distance yourself right away from somebody like that. You see, because number one, people who talk like that, they have most likely haven't read the book before. They've never read the scriptures. They have no idea what the hell is going on whatsoever. All right, and they grew up under women. That's why they're so confused. They don't know their left from their right. Okay, and that's why the Lord said that sudden destruction is going to come upon them, and they shall not escape. Okay, and I can't wait for that, man. I pray every day that the Lord every day, every morning I wake up, I pray, Lord, could this day be the day? Could this day be the day? I think of all the possibilities that could make today be the day. But ultimately we know that it's not our will, but it's the Heavenly Father's will. Okay? Yahushua, King of Kings, Yahushua himself taught us that it is the will of the Heavenly Father, not our will. So we got to go according to the prophecies, man. Okay? But either way you cut it, the prophecies don't end well for America. It only ends well for the elect of the nation of Israel. Period. Okay? And this place is going to go down. It's going down. It's going to be completely destroyed. Completely. All right? And anyone who's in America now who hears these words and you're not terrified with godly fear, you got something wrong with you, man. Okay? And this is straight shooting from the heart. I'm pissed off, man. Super fucking pissed off. All right? Because a lot of us, all right, in this fucking country, we got to suffer for bullshit. Right? You got student loans, you got this loan, you got insurance, you got whatever loans you got going on. You got to suffer for this type. Nah, fuck this nigga. I'm not letting you come from me, man. You just got to suffer for this type of unrighteous bullshit. It's a whole scam, that they got Americans in, and they don't even know their left from their right. I was watching a video, was it a couple of days ago, right? And in the video, there was a guy who was explaining how, the cars now is so expensive. I said, goddamn, bro, everything is expensive. We told you this was going to happen. It's all prophecy, man. But it's crazy when you're actually going through it and witnessing other people going through it. It's like, yeah, the prophecy is being fulfilled. You see, when people think of prophecies being fulfilled, they think, oh, if it doesn't, we haven't felt it, so it's not happening. No, bro. Fulfillment means whatever was set to happen is actually, we're witnessing it. Okay? Whether it be on a minute scale or on a grand scale, you're still witnessing these prophecies that's going to lead ultimately to the end of America's destruction. Okay, which happens with what? The destruction happens right now as we're speaking, but the end of the destruction is when America is completely taken out. That's the end of her destruction. Okay? The end of her has come. All right? And she's fast approaching that day, man. She's fast approaching that day. Okay? Very soon, you're going to have people rioting in the streets. Okay? People so-called, forget about protests. There ain't going to be no protesting. Okay? They're not protesting anything. They're going to be rioting. They're going to be looting. All right? There's going to be people murdering each other. Okay? That animalistic, all right, behavior that's taught to Americans is finally going to be manifest, man. It's going to show. Okay? That this I believe it tells you in the book of Jeremiah, the 50th or 51st chapter, it talks about every man, basically they walk after their brutish ways. Okay, that's America for you, man. Everything is in a form of a barbaric, way of living. You know what I'm saying? Very ruthless. There's no sense of compassion, empathy, right? We live in a very brute world, man. Very brutal, barbaric, uncivilized, uncouth way. Okay, an uncouth so-called culture. Okay, which breeds nothing but wickedness, death, destruction. Okay, here it is. You got, going back to the point of insurance, they call it insurance, but you're afraid, all right, to offend your insurance company because they'll bump up your premium. Nigga, you're supposed to be there to make sure that I'm insured, motherfucker. All right, not for me to be paranoid because fuck, I got into an accident and now I'm afraid, oh shit, is insurance even gonna cover for this? Motherfucker, if all that money I was spending every month, okay, for so-called insurance that I don't even fucking use every month, if I was to save that money and then if in case something actually happens, I use that money to pay for my car, I'll be better off doing that. But Esau's the type of the devil that he is, and that's why you're the devil. You created a system of fraud, man. The Lord is going to take your ass down. Okay? You can't sustain like that. Absolutely not. Okay? And now that people are waking up to it, the facade of America being so great and everything is handed to you and all this shit, that was just all a facade to keep you docile. Okay? So what? They get more and more of the power, more and more of the control. Because all they got to do is just pitch these nice things to you and tell you, oh, the government is going to take care of it. If you opt in, they'll do this for you. If you opt in, they'll do that for you. The next thing that you're going to have to opt in so you can get whatever it is, right, that they're going to tell you is what? The MOTB. All right? But you have insurance where you paying every month. They ripping up your pockets every goddamn month. right? And then the one time you actually need them to actually do something, they tell you, oh, no, we can't cover for that because this and that. So now you got to come out of pocket to fix the shit that they're supposed to be fixing for all the months that you've been paying them, all the years that you've been paying them. That is fraud, okay? And they're in cahoots with the so-called damn government because what? All they got to do is just say, listen, we'll give you a percentage, we'll give you a cut, all right? And the government is all with it because the government actually works for these fucking corporations, man, believe it or not. Okay, the government was just there. These two political parties are there to control the people, and that's it. That's why it's called a government, mind control. Okay? All they're there is to just play games with the people's minds. All right? 4 years from now, you got this person in power who came in and said basically the same shit that the previous guy said, but just in a different way, in the Democrats' way of saying it. And then 4 years later, they have another guy who comes in, and then he says it in a way that the Republicans will say it. But if you really look at it, they don't do shit for anyone. They just, every day, every week, every month, every year, every decade, every century is the same shit. Okay? And it seems like things keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. All right? People forget that it was under Trump that we got to the whole CV situation. Now you got niggas talking about we want Trump for king. Niggas are so stupid, man. That's why the Lord said He's going to do away with their simplicity. How long will ye love simplicity, man? You dumb, stupid, fucking niggas out there, man. And then they had the nerve to come against the men of the Lord. We're telling you, we're giving you gold. We're giving you life. Okay, we're giving you the truth. All right, the understanding to why you live the way you live, and as to why everything that's happening around you is happening the way it is. We're giving you the knowledge. You know? But guess what? The scripture says, fools hate knowledge. Okay? Fools hate knowledge, man. And what's going to happen to fools? Their backs are going to be whipped the fuck in. All right? When the Lord finally comes back down, He's not going to be looking at the righteous and saying, oh, you guys are also... No. He ain't including everybody in the judgment. No way. All right? It's not like, oh, we all going... No. We ain't all going down or we ain't all going up. Only the elect are getting beamed up. The rest are getting beat the fuck down. Okay? To powder. The Lord said He's going to disseminate you with the besom of destruction. He's going to wipe this place clean. All right? All the cancer, all the filth, all right, that America produces. Then they're talking about that the moon is polluted with with waste. How the hell did all that shit get up to the moon? You motherfuckers have never been to the moon. How the hell did the dirt and trash get up to the moon? Shit, if it was up to this devil, yo, we would have been, everybody would have been dead. That's why Yahushua said, if you wouldn't have shortened the days, all right, for the elect's sake, there shall no flesh be saved. Okay? Because this asshole, Esau Edom, is on a destructive path. Okay? And all they care about is money. Okay? They don't care about people's lives. They don't care about your situation. They don't give a damn how you feel about what you're going through. They don't care. You could be on a deathbed. If you can't make that payment, you can die and they don't care. Okay? And you compare that to other countries and they laugh. They mock. They say, man, Americans are so stupid. How do they put up with this shit? You know? Going back to a video I was watching, man, shit. You got somebody saying, they said, yo, in their country, I believe in Japan or something like that, you know, they said, yo, they don't pay for health insurance. They like, yo, like, you pay for health insurance. Yo, how you pay for health insurance when you pay for taxes? Isn't your taxes supposed to be covering all that shit? They take all these taxes out, and then you also got to pay for health insurance. Then the guy said, that's like paying a premium for Spotify and then paying every time you got to use it. Like, this is the biggest scam in the world. America's the biggest fucking scam in the world, man. You got a Federal Reserve. That's just a title of a bank called the Federal Reserve. What the fuck is so federal about the damn reserve, man? It's just a Federal Reserve bank. It just happened to be big enough to control all the other smaller banks. That's it. But people hear Federal Reserve and they think, oh, the feds, oh, they're printing money. Yeah, that's a private corporation printing money that a government loans. That's insane, man. Okay? And it's loaned on money that's, we can't even call this money. It's fiat currency that's not even backed by nothing. You see? So you're in debt on something that's not even backed by anything? Where's the value there? People are signing contracts, so-called contracts, and they know it's just an agreement that you're putting your name to. That's why it's called terms and agreements. Ain't no contracts. A contract means you're agreeing to give equal value to get back equal value. That is a contract. Hey, listen, this right here that I'm doing for 2 hours a day or an hour a day, I'm looking for $500 for that hour. For this kind of work that I'm doing, for equal value, you got to pay me $500. No taxes, nothing, just off top. If not, then we're not doing this business. You see? That's a contract. Equal exchange of value. We agree to this. You know what? You give me this in exchange of that. That's a contract. Not no bullshit agreement where you just acknowledge something, you know, or you understand something. They use all these funny little terms called legalese, man. You gotta look into that. Okay? Legalese is specific language that is used in a court of law or in any type of law document that the average person cannot read or understand. Okay? And you have to actually go to school to understand this type of lingo. It's wicked bullshit, man. Okay? You got student loans, and these companies know. All right, they're raking in billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And their job is to make sure that they have a system, almost like a damn pyramid scheme. There's a system that their employees are awarded. Okay? They're awarded bonuses and shit. The more people they get to scam. Okay? You tell an average 17, 18-year-old kid straight out of high school, they don't know what the hell's going on. Last month, they had to ask for permission to go use the restroom. Then the next month, now they got to sign on a dotted line saying that, hey, if you don't pay back these loans, you're fucked for life. You see what I'm saying? What type of shit is that? And then they tell you got to go to school and get a damn degree. Like, what? Okay, so is this guaranteeing that I'm going to get a good job and then be able to pay off all these loans? We don't know that. Right? We don't know that. And then they boost it in the society. You know, your parents, you got the old school parents that tell you, oh, you got to go to school and get a good job. Like, we ain't trying to go to school and get a good job. What kind of mindset is this? Go to school and get a good job so you can work? What the fuck? Why are they not teaching, go learn a trade or learn how to be an owner of a business? Open up your own shit. Stick to the laws of nature. Why don't they teach that? Why are they diminishing, all right, a 2-year degree? Get a 2-year degree, go learn a trade, all right, make 6 figures being a plumber, and you're living a happy life. With no student loans, you got all these people making all this so-called money, right? They went to this school, they went to Yale, they went to Cornell, they went to this, they went to that, Harvard, all these different so-called prestigious colleges. And what the hell do? They don't even know nothing about the scriptures. Universities were created for you to learn about the scriptures. Where they at? All right? And you come out of this shit, so-called graduate, okay? And they love that. And they see that, they're like, oh yeah, that's a lot more workers for us. And you go work a small little cubicle, 9 to 5, for the rest of your life, hoping to get 2 weeks of vacation so you can go party someplace. What type of slavery bullshit is this? All right? And people don't even realize that. They think it's just the norm. Why? Because everybody's doing it. Why should I go take out a loan of $30,000, okay, knowing that with interest and everything, I'm not going to be done paying for this shit. I might end up paying $80,000, $90,000 on this shit alone. Okay? And why would you do that? Oh, well, I mean, everybody's doing it. Motherfucker, your guidance counselor is not going to stop you and tell you, hey, think about this. Sit down with your parents and talk to them, because they probably don't even know what the hell is going on. Okay? They're just doing what they're told. They're just reading this document of legalese and not even understanding what it means. Okay? Not knowing that you're signing your life away. And now, if you can't pay it, they garnish half your check. Okay? They'll come in, they say, listen, you gotta pay this shit off. You're not paying this shit off, well, here, we're taking half your bread. They don't care if the money that you're making is barely enough for you to pay your rent and get food on the table. They don't care about that. They're taking half right away before you even see the money. It's taken out just like taxes, which is another scam and another fraud. We're gonna get into it another day. Okay? Or at least the way that taxes are done here in America, Babylon the Great, is straight up bullshit. Okay? Straight up fucking bullshit. All right, and that's another reason why America is going to be destroyed. All right, you can't sustain like that, man. You cannot. Okay, and yeah, they've done it for years, but now they're trying to find innovative ways to bring that shit all the way into the digital age, man. And you know how easy it's gonna be for them once people get microchip. It's over. Ain't no freedoms. Klaus Schwab said that. He said basically, get ready to be transparent, whether you like it or not. All right, we're gonna know everything about you, everything you're thinking, everything you're doing. Who the hell wants to live in a world like that? Huh? And it seems like we're the only ones making sense out of all the shit that these devils are coming out and saying. It's not like, oh, it's a conspiracy. You guys are just making things up. They are coming out and telling you these things. And they're not just talking, they're doing things about it. Why the hell do you think they're saying that Labor Day weekend, motherfuckers got to start putting masks back on because of surging? Oh, the cases are going to start surging. People are still falling for it. Trust me, I'm still seeing people wearing masks, walking around like fools. Straight up. Those are the people who going to end up taking the MOTB. You don't even got to worry about it. It's guaranteed they're going to take it. You see? Because if they fell for this silly little kid game, what makes you think they're not going to be taken by Esau, the wiles of this devil, man? You know? They're not blanketed, all right, by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's protection. They're going to end up taking that chip and they're going to be destroyed. Period. Okay? I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how, you know, how good of a person you think you are, or the good things you do in society, and how much you love God and Jesus. If you're not blanketed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, when this trouble comes, you will be taken. Period. Okay? Doesn't matter how many times you go to church. Doesn't matter how many times you think you've repented. If you ain't in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, which is this truth, you're done. All right? And time is of the essence. We don't got much time left. And these devils know that. Okay? You look at all the things that's going on around the world, everything is picking up. All right, they're tightening up the squeeze on people's pockets because they have to do that. In order to get the people to submit, all right, you have to take away their options. You have to take away their ability to look elsewhere if you were to present something to them that they didn't like. Okay? Why do you think Bill Gates killed babes? All right, Bill Gates is buying up all the damn land. Because guess what? Land is a commodity. Land, when you talk about heritage, all right, or an inheritance, that's land. Okay, something that you can pass down. What is this guy doing? Something that you can pass down onto your children and your children's children, man. All right, and that's what these devils do. But they stop us from doing that. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said what? This is not our land. Okay, this is not where we belong. When we finally get put in our land, we're gonna be the one calling the shots. Okay, underneath the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're going to be the ones calling the shots in righteousness, man. And the whole earth is going to be happy. Okay, the whole earth is going to break out singing out of joy because what? The hammer of the earth has been destroyed, man. Okay? You Esau, Edom, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, all you devils, okay, that have permeated the world. You've gone into nation after nation, kingdom after kingdom, all right? Country after country. And you've permeated these countries with false information, lies, deceit, and you've taken over. And you continue to pump bullshit narratives, all right, for these people to believe. That's all going to be destroyed, man. Okay? Now you're trying to force the world to accept, you know, this whole pedophilia, TG movement. That's also going to fail. Okay? The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to torch this land, man. And I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. All right, because all this foolishness, all this madness got to stop, and it will stop. Okay, that's why you're getting the warning now. Ezekiel 3:17, that when the time of the Lord's return is not going to be a peaceful time. It's not going to be a happy day. All right, for America and her history and her people, it's not going to be a happy day, man. All right, so when that day comes, you got no excuse. When that time comes, you can't say, oh, well, I didn't know. No, you did know. All right, willful ignorance is not an excuse. Okay, choosing to neglect to hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the warnings that's being sent out by the prophets is not an excuse. In Esau's kingdom, he doesn't give you excuses when it's time for him to make his money. So when it's time for the Lord to collect, you think he's going to be listening to excuses? You fucking wrong, nigga. All right, it's time to pay up, bitch. And that's what's going to happen to America and her people. Okay? Remember, we're not Americans. All right? We're Israelites held captive in the land of America. We're not Americans. Okay? We don't believe in America because it doesn't aid us. All right? When has America ever done good for a so-called black, Latino, Native American man, woman, or child, man? All right? So it's a foolish thing to even rep a nation, all right? Or call yourself an American when you just keep getting stomped on. And guess what? All their plans for the future is getting ready to stomp you out and stomp your ass out too. Right? It's not just we're stomping on you. Okay, we trying to stomp you the fuck out. Okay? They're gonna starve people out. Okay? And like I said before, you're not gonna be going into the hospitals for help. No way. There's this guy who said he broke his finger or fingers, right? And he went into the hospital to get stitches. An emergency. Okay? Cut his finger up and everything to get some emergency stuff taken care of, to get that shit stitched up. They charged him after insurance, because insurance got to so-called take care of part of it, right? Out of his pocket, he had to pay damn near $1,900, $1,900 for damn what, five stitches, 6 stitches, some shit like that, right? And then when he went back, he said, he went back to urgent care, for them to take out the stitches. They told him straight up, nah, we don't do that over here. You have to go back to where you got it from so they could do that for you. He said, what? So he went back over there. They said, oh yeah, we can't do that over here. You're gonna have to reach out to, then they tell you stupid little department that you gotta go to. There's always a runaround. When it comes for services to be administered, there's always some type of fucking runaround, man. When it comes time for you to pay up, there ain't no runaround. It's straight up, you got this date to pay. If not, we're gonna send you to collections, or we're gonna do this, or they start harassing you. You know? And that's why this place is gonna be, hey man, listen. And they're gonna be running in to hide. You're gonna do all this wickedness and then run away to hide and talk about not for the Lord not to destroy you. Talk about whenever somebody's questioning, all right, the wickedness that you do, and shedding light on it, you run to this whole, oh, that's anti-Semitic, you can't say that. Motherfucker, we gonna keep saying it. All right, we gonna keep bringing out this truth, because this man of sin gotta be revealed, and he's being revealed, and he's going to be completely exposed. By the time we're done with you, you're gonna be exposed all the way out. Okay, everything's gonna be out, man. And then the world's gonna find out that, goddamn, this whole concept of Esau being a man is actually a woman. There's a woman behind the mask. That's why there's all this confusion and madness and bullshit. Okay, they're not real men. Okay, they will never measure up to that, and that's why they push the bullshit that they push. All right, but judgment is coming. Okay, and before that judgment, there's going to be pain. There's going to be suffering. All right, because ultimately, when there's a detox, right? And hey, the apostles have been going into that heavy. All right, detoxing. When you're going through a process of detoxing, that shit hurts. Okay, that's a painful process that you got to go through. And she's going through her detox right now. You're not going to be healed, but you're going through the detox process. Because you got people who they relapse. They go through all that pain, and then just one time the temptation hits, and then boom, they just get taken away, and they're done. And what happens after that? They die. Because now the demons come back seven times stronger. You see? So you do all this strength and conditioning, and you therapy and this, and you're doing all this, investing time and money. And then guess what happens? One time you fall short, and then all of a sudden them demons get even stronger than the state you were in before. You started detoxing. Now they come back stronger, like, oh nigga, you're not getting away this time. You thought you had it. Yeah, we gave you a chance to go up for a few months. Now you're back. You're done. And they intensify that craving. So now you take that whatever it is that you were trying to detox from, you get back on that, and now you're done. You're hooked for life. And this time, at this point, it could kill you. It could kill you, right? Because now the urge becomes so much stronger, because you've deprived yourself from it for so long. The moment you get back on it, it says now I'm gonna get you. Now that I got you, you're not escaping my grasp. Okay, and that's what the Lord is doing to America right now. See, the citizens are now realizing the state in which they've been living in all these years. It's a fraud, it's a scam. And now that they want to do something about it, Esau is about to say, no. We're not just doing it this way. We're about to switch everything over to digital. This scam is about to take over your whole entire life. Take this MOTB and let's get this thing popping. You see? But during that process is where you're going to see that destruction. Because they're not coming in lightly. Esau is not coming in on some like, oh, we're going to just, use propaganda and just, if you don't take it, you're good. You're going to have exemptions. There ain't no exemptions. There's no more religious exemption. There's no more, my health is this. No. They're covering all bases. Remember, the past 2-3 years was a test for them to cover all bases in case and when the MOTB actually finally comes out, how are they going to conduct their business? Okay? And they already said, Bill Bates already came out and said the number one thing they got to do a better job controlling is the flow of information. Why is that? Why is that? If everything you guys are saying is true, why are you so concerned about what we say? If what you're doing is actually for a good cause, why are you so worried about what people are saying about it? Why are you hiding information? And when the information is being exposed or being brought to light, you name it misinformation. Motherfucker, we're reading shit that you guys are doing. We're reiterating the things you guys are saying. But when it comes from us, it's misinformation. Right? It's not credible information. It has to be fact checked. Who created the concept of fact checking? How can a fact be checked? If it's a fact, it's a fact. That's it. Okay? And a fact is something that can be proven. So when we bring you the facts and we bring you the proof, and these devils come around and tell you, no, that's misinformation, and they take it down, you're not given a chance for an argument to be made there. All right? That is a tactic of what is called deviation. And that's something that they taught in school. Okay? Vocab is very good at that because they teach that nigga that shit. How to deviate. And that's a Masonic thing. It's a Masonic tactic. Okay? It's a deviation tactic. Oh, we're just not going to address what's being said. We're just going to label you, ad hominem attacks and shit like that. Move the goalposts. All that. Listen, bro, your days are coming, man. Your days are numbered, Esau. All right? Your days are numbered and you're done. Okay? Scriptures tell you that you have been weighed in the balance and you have been found wanting, man. You're done. This place is finished. I was talking to my East Pops yesterday evening. He said, yeah, you were right. You were right. We just spoke last 2 weeks. And within the last 2 weeks, he's seen so much. He said, yeah, you're right. This place is finished. He said it out of his mouth. He testified of the truth. He said, yeah, I can see it. This place is finished. He said, mad fast. He said, yep. He's shaking his head. He's just like, when somebody says something convincing, like, yo, this is it. He's shaking his head. He's like, yeah, this place is finished. Yeah, that's it. It's like, you don't got to tell me. Pretty much, that was his reaction. You don't even gotta tell me anything else, bro. I already see it. I see what you've been saying. It's like now we living it, bro. He said, yo, you go to the grocery store, forget about it. Everything is going up out of nowhere, no explanation. You just, last month you paid $80. This month you're gonna pay $130. Wait, what happened? Where did this shit come from? Oh well, you pay your internet, it's regular, but now we charging you for ultra speed. Hey, guy didn't ask for no ultra speed. Yeah, but it's just included in the bill. Well, what do you mean? All right, you go buy a car, the car is worth $40,000. Now you out here taking out a loan for $60,000. Wait, hold on, wait, what? How? Oh well, we put tints. We charging you for window tints. Yeah, well the car doesn't have window tints. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's go check and see. You probably have the wrong car. So now, if you're not being diligent, right? If you're not going in there knowing what you know, because these companies know people are dumb. They know Americans are stupid. They can get away with it. They can put anything on the bill and tell you this how much you owe, and you're not even going to do no research, question anything, look into it, compare anything. You're just going to go out there and just find a way to pay it. Be behind the 8 ball. You got all these fancy degrees. And you're in debt. You got lied to. College is a scam. Okay? People who there's people who are making all these billionaires, trillionaires, whatever the fuck. They didn't go to college like you and me. Right, like us. They ain't telling them all that shit. Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, which is not his real name, but we'll go with that because that's how you identify who he is, right? Zuckerberg and all these different people, weirdos, the Warren Buffetts of the world, all these weirdos, man. Bezos, All that money that they rake in, billions of dollars they do every year off of people who are barely making ends meet. You see, especially now, there's no more middle class. It's all just lower class and the elite, so-called elite rich people. Which said this was going to happen, and this was their plan from the beginning. People were like, "Oh, this is America. That would never happen." Well, here it is. Okay, and who's it going to affect the most? You loudmouth black independent women out there. You're going to suffer this the most, because when the scriptures tell you in Isaiah the 32nd chapter that you shall lament for the teats. Okay, when all these things, the benefits and the aid and this and that, all that shit is taken away from you, your strength and your independence will be gone too. Okay? Because you're only strong and independent in a peaceful society. When you can call upon the cops and they're right there to be at your aid, whether you're right or wrong, they're going to support you regardless. That builds your pride. Empty pride. Okay? Your ego, empty. Okay? Your belligerent behavior, empty. And the Lord said what? She that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Not guilt, shame. Because women don't feel guilty. Guilt is not a thing in their vocabulary. That's the same guilt and accountability and responsibility. They don't understand that shit. If you bring a woman up to you're guilty on this, she gonna look at you like you crazy. What the fuck you mean I'm guilty of what? No, it's not her fault. Accountability, responsibility. No, women don't dabble in that kind of conversations. It's either you made me do it or you didn't make me do it. It's all up to you. Why do you think they don't make decisions like that? Women don't make decisions. They'll ask you. You know? Shorty want rice. She gonna ask you, babe, do you want some rice? Bitch, fuck you mean do I want some rice? If I want some rice, I'm gonna go get some rice, so I'm gonna make rice. I ain't bring up no conversations on rice. You ever heard me talk about rice right now? Why are you asking me if I want rice? The whole day, I haven't even thought about rice. But why? She's asking you that because she wants rice. But she don't want to be the one to make the decision of getting rice. See? So she gonna ask you, babe, do you want some rice? Motherfucker, what? That's so random to me. I'm like, what do you mean do I want rice? Why would I want rice? I'm not even hungry. You hungry? You want rice? Yes? All right, so let's go get some rice. What kind of rice you want? And then we go from there. You see? That's Esau right there for you. Esau plays like that too. You say one thing, the motherfucker turn around and say, so are you saying this? Are you no. Hear what I said and let's go with that. So what I'm hearing you saying is what you're trying to say. No. What I'm saying is this. You see? That again, diversion tactics. You know? And that's all part of the fraud, man. It's in the language. The whole concept of English language is all bullshit. It's a bastard language. Okay? English is scriptures talk about with stammering lips. All right? Shall we teach this people? Okay? English is a confusing language. That's why it's one of the hardest languages to learn. People come from different languages and they be like, "Yo, bro, this language, bro. You know, it's not a simplified thing. You see, you can say one word that has multiple meanings. You know, it's a funny thing. You see, I was watching this comedian a couple of days ago. He's not even from America. He was saying it. He said, bro, listen, these people kill me. He said, these Americans, they kill me, bro. I've never seen anything like this before. He said, if I've never been to America and you were to tell me a story about the culture and the way people live there, I'll look at you like this is not a real place on earth. He said that. He said this is not a real place on earth. He said, because you have these people who teach you shit. He said, yo, you got to learn this language. I had to learn pronouns. I had to learn he, them. He is for a man. She is for a woman. I learned all this shit. And I go to work, find a job, get to work. And then I meet a motherfucker who meets me and says, oh, you could refer to me as they, them. They, them. So he said, yo, I invited my friends. And I said, hey, listen, I'm getting some food. Who's coming with you? He said, oh, I'm coming with they or them or some shit. I'm coming with them. He said, how many is them? He said, don't get crazy because it's one person, but one person, how are they them? Is it a he or is it a she? He said, no, it's a them. The nigga said, all right, let me guess. So he bought a whole lot of food. Because he's thinking, oh, there's a whole lot of people coming. He said, them. I'm coming with them. Come to find out, it's one person. He said, all right, yo, where they at? He said, here's they. He looked at him, he said, well, they better eat all this fucking food, motherfucker. You know? They better eat all this fucking food. You want to call yourself plural? Alright, you act plural. Let's go. Alright, you can't be treated singular when you identify as plural. Motherfuckers identify as a pigeon. Jump off a bridge, jump off a cliff, act like a pigeon. Eat the shit that pigeons eat. You know? You got people who identify as cats, dogs. What is this? It's straight madness. And people go along with it. Like it's okay, like it's normal. You people are sick. Sick. Okay? Sick. Beyond sick. Alright? The food we're eating is not even food. 3D printed processed meat. You tell anyone this, anywhere, now I see why the prophets were weeping when they thought of America, Babylon the Great. You know, you think of all the things that's against nature, all the things that are against how people are supposed to live, and you sit there and you wonder, how the hell are we supposed to survive with this shit? Right? How the hell is anyone supposed to even function like this? Right? This is America for you. This is why the scriptures call it Babylon the Great. You don't want to be in this country. People who are here trying to escape this country, man. All right, when you watch this movie, Dinner with Andre, all right, he was talking about that. This was a movie that was done back in 1981. 1981. Okay? And they were talking about so many different things. He even used the example of New York being some type of concentration camp. You know, which the prisoners are pretty much the citizens who are both the prisoners and the guards. You know, and that's what you're seeing. But now they want to push it a step further and make it into the reality. You got 15-minute cities and all types of foolishness that's going on. You know, and that's what they're trying to create. And I'm talking about led by the folks from the World Economic Forum and so on and so forth. The Klaus Schwabs of the world. Okay, they are behind all this shit. They are behind, all right, this hellhole that's being created known as America. All right, and now you see why we say America is going to be destroyed. It cannot sustain. Okay, this place got to go. All right, if you want happiness, all right, in this world, America has to be destroyed. Okay, because these other countries, these other lands, they're doing things all right. These other nations, they function all right. They use common sense. They you know what I'm saying? They stick to some form of human, aspect. Sanctity to life. There's something like they at least drink clean water. They don't got fluoride in their goddamn water, man. Okay, their water pipes is not filled with chemicals, what they call forever chemicals. All right, that's clogging the pipes, and you look at it, you be like, oh my god, this is worse than a sewer pipe, man. And this is what people are using to brush their teeth in the morning, right? To take a shower, and this is all seeping right through your pores. Okay. This is all stuff that's going into your pores. You know what I'm saying? Chemicals. People got cancer, right? People are obese. Okay? This is hell. All right? This is definitely hell, man. All right? You ever want to go to hell? This is it. America. Come here. You're going to see it. Okay? You get to experience hell firsthand. Okay? And the Lord will do nothing, right? But he revealed his secrets unto his servants and prophets. And the biggest secret is, I'm going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. Just like how he revealed that secret to Abraham. Because Abraham was considered a friend of the Most High. Before he sent the angels to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, what did he do? He sent his angels. He said, should I hide this from my friend or should I tell him? And he ended up telling Abraham. And then Abraham pled on the behalf of his nephew Lot. And said, Lord, if you had 50 righteous people, would you still destroy the place? And he bargained all the way down to 5. But guess what? 5 didn't cut it. 5 didn't cut it. All right, in the small city of Sodom and Gomorrah, 5 people didn't cut it. If they would have had 50 righteous people at that time, they would have saved Sodom and Gomorrah from the destruction that came down. Okay, 50. You see, and you can even get 5. because Lot's family was only 4. Him, himself, his 2 daughters. That's it. You see, in the time of Noah, it was eight people. You see, 8 people. This time, the Lord said he's going to deliver his elect. And it has to be the elect. We're the only ones alive that are left, at least, that we've kept our things from the past. We went back into the history. We went back into the anodes of history, and we said, oh, this is our book, and we're going to teach it back to our people. Okay, this is pertaining to us. All right, everything that's written in the scriptures is talking about the Israelites. It's for the Israelites, by the Israelites. Okay, all the prophets you meet and read about in the scriptures are all Israelites. All right, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Isaiah. Okay, including the kings, they were all Israelites. Okay, the prophets, they were all Israelites. The apostles, the disciples were all Israelites, including the King of Kings, Yahushua. He's an Israelite. Okay, and they all had the same message, which was what? Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Okay, the kingdom has always been about the kingdom for our nation, man. We've always been looking ahead, looking forward to that for that time, the kingdom. Okay, so if we're this close to that kingdom, we're going to do whatever it takes to get to that kingdom. All right, the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter tells us what? The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess it forever, even forever and ever, man. All right, so that's the times we're coming in. We don't care what anyone has to say about that. Okay, if you're not a man of the Lord, you don't get to talk about the prophecies. You sit your ass down and relax. All right, because all this folly is about to be over soon, man. Especially if you're in America. If you don't got this truth, you don't get to speak. Just be quiet. All right, just be quiet. Okay, because you're part of the problem why we're in this place in the first place. All right, so be quiet. It's very, very frustrating when you hear somebody say the dumbest shit. You just sit there, you look at them and be like, did you think about this before you said it? You clearly didn't think. That's right, you didn't think. See, and that's why a lot of people gonna get this shit bashed the fuck in, man. All right, especially you women, you belligerent, talk out your ass women, you gonna get your shit bashed all the way in. Oh yeah. All right, that pride is gonna be broken quick. It is not gonna take much. It is not gonna take much. You got the so-called black woman that has no respect for the so-called black man. None whatsoever. They talk down on the men. They would rather date a so-called Jewish guy and use him as a as a cash cow and talk shit on a so-called black man who's trying to make ends meet and try to fight a system that's designed to oppress him. You know? They don't see it like that. They look at it as, oh, you guys failed. You know? The reason why we treat you that way is because you guys ain't shit. You guys failed. Your forefathers were weak. You know, you were weak, and that, you don't think that those people gonna pay for that? They don't consider the prophecies. They don't consider that Yahweh Bashmiel Shai put this curse on our people to start with the men. Okay, clearly everybody knows that the so-called black man is a superior man on earth. We're the greatest on the earth. We don't need to say anything else outside of that. Okay, our works speak for itself. Okay, when you go back into history, it speaks for itself. That is why we're treated the way we treated now, because it's the best chance for them to stomp on us. But you wait, because you know they're not. Esau's not coming around stomping on brothers who go out there and teach. Yeah, they can use a system to fuck with you, but on a physical level, they're not fucking with you. They're not doing that. They wouldn't. Okay, and if they did, then hey, it's the Lord who made it happen, or he just probably didn't apply wisdom. Okay, but for the most part, they'll attack. They'll come after a dumbass jig in the streets, and he's gonna get popped in the face somewhere, right? Because of how he's conducting himself. See, a man of the Lord is gonna conduct himself with wisdom, all right, and is going to avoid a whole lot of shit, man. A whole lot. You know, but the time is gonna come. The Lord said he's gonna turn his fishers into hunters. That time is coming. But we're not gonna be up here trying to negotiate or talk nice to you or consider your feelings or emotions. None of that. It's gonna be straight brutal shit. The Lord's going to say, okay, unleash the hounds and let's get ready to work. Okay, because in the time of war, ain't no sympathy, ain't no peace, ain't none of that. It's a time of war. Okay, when these Russians and these Gurga troops, all right, these NATO, EU, UN troops, all right, come in here and start wilding out. These super soldiers, these Chinese come in here, start wilding out. Nobody's going to be stopping to look back and say, oh, well, we're in peace. We shouldn't be violent. Yeah, peace, Black Lives Matter. You know, they're gonna be crushing you. They're gonna be stomping you out. They're gonna be raping women. They're gonna be raping men. Okay, they're gonna be killing, murdering, destroying. Scripture's telling you that. Okay, and that's the times that we're coming in, man. All roads lead to that. The chaos, the MOTB, and ultimately the final destruction of America, Babylon the Great by thermonuclear fire. Okay, and the Lord is not done yet. Okay, Scripture says what? When their fear cometh like a whirlwind, okay, they shall seek him early, but they shall not find him. All right, so the Lord's about to give Esau all the power. Okay, yeah, now it's time, go ham. You think Maui was a problem? You think Lahaina was an issue? You wait. Okay, these devils are just using that as a test to see how they're gonna get most of these American cities destroyed, so they could push people into more densely populated areas. You know what I'm saying? Because these inner cities is where the MOTV technology is gonna begin. Okay, because some way somehow you gotta still interact. You want to go get your license, you gotta do DMV and all that. You gotta go into inner cities. All right, and that's where all the new age technology is going to spawn from. And it's going to spread out throughout the rural areas and the suburban areas and all that kind of shit. All right, but it's going to start off in these inner cities. Okay, and guess who's in the inner cities? Jake. All right, so all hell is about to break loose, man, and that time of pain and suffering is coming. Okay, it's coming and it's fast approaching. It's all part of the destructuring of America. All right, the revelation of America and her true self, and that's going to cause a problem, because now people are going to see it and be like, oh shit, what, this is really it? Oh, because they're going through it. Yeah, it's always been like this. You just now seeing it. You see, you just now realizing it. Yeah, and now America is not so great after all now, is it? Now you're going to be asking for, the only way I can get out is if God helps. Oh God, okay, God. All right, cool. See, so that's the reality, and that's what's coming. All right, I'm behind the wheel now, so I wasn't able to really pull precepts because the way the traffic is moving is not free flow, it's stop and go kind of thing. So I got to be a little bit more attentive. But through the Spirit, we're able to quote some precepts. But Lord willing, I might be able to do more of an extensive breakdown, all right, of the videos that I was watching earlier this morning. And just to give you a little insight of how Esau is really manipulating the whole system. All right, why America is known as a corporation. Okay, it's not a government, like it's not a like how people think it is. It's like, oh, it's just America's a country and all that. It's a corporation. Okay, which their goal is to make money. All right, America's corporation's motto is to make money. Okay, make money on every way possible, any way possible. Your job is to make money. They don't care about your health, your well-being, your mental, none of that. That's why Americans are the way they are. Okay, because only a stupid person will give up all that money without thinking. That's America. Okay, that is America. All right, motherfucker will go buy a car that's worth more than he can even afford, and he's still going to sign it on that line. Why? Because he wants that car to look cool. People, bro. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it off there. Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchak Wadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.